Alright, hello. It is Drug Dog Plays Games back with another episode of Minecraft Feed the Beast. And as you can see, at the end of last episode, this whole setup got destroyed, but now it's back. So I did in fact need a shaft in the middle. I went with a steel shaft because I happen to have a lot of steel right now and it's easy to make. And the grinder just had to be rotated. Oh, I put it away already. So I had to make a screwdriver and rotate that. But it is now grinding away slowly but surely on some lubricant. I can make this thing go faster if I really want to, and it does make this thing go faster. But there's no real need, and since I'm kind of still unfamiliar with the whole mechanic on what does and does not make these things break, we'll just go a little slower now because we're not in any kind of a rush. So, there we go. That's working along. Progressing nicely. I went ahead and filled this up with cotton now that I've converted this whole thing over to canola, so there's that. So we're going to let that cook away and run for now. I might put all that stuff in a tank. I don't know if the lubricant can go in a tank, or if it has a special tank from Railcraft, or from Rotary Craft, I don't know. But we'll figure all that out. But this episode, what I think I'd like to do is go ahead and teach my system how to make myself some tesseracts, because I'm starting to get some ender pearls. So 17 of them, not too bad. What can I do with ender pearl dust? You know, I never did. What do you do with this stuff? It just is the same thing as ender IO. Apparently you don't do anything with it. Alright. Anyway, so one of the things I'm going to need is a bucket of ender pearl, and I think if I melt one I can get a bucket. So what we're going to do is come over here to this guy. Nope, to this guy. Nope, I was right the first time. My magma crucible, melt down an ender pearl, see what I get, and can it fill a bucket? No. Probably need 4 of them. Okay. Right, yep. Yeah, because a bucket's 1,000 and this is 250, so in just a second I will have enough. Come on, there's one, and there's 2, and a bucket, and there we go. We got a bucket of resonant ender. So we can come over here and we can say, clear. If you insert a bucket, you will get back a bucket of resonant ender, and then it's in the wrong spot. I need another ME interface. Oh, hold on for a second. Whew. I had to sneeze, so try to do that not right in your ear. What was I doing? Interface. I think I'm going to need 2 interfaces. Hopefully that won't take too long. Like I said, in the near future I would like to expand my crafting computer so it can blow through things like that much quicker. Let's see, we want that to go there, and I believe it's 1, 2, 3, 4 to point it in, which means we're also going to need one here. So first we gotta break that, put that there, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then let's go ahead and do that again and reconnect everything. Alright, there we go. Now, what we do is we tell this, if you insert a bucket, you will get back a bucket of resonant ender. And then I'm going to have this guy just pretty much always having ender pearls pumped into him, or I'll just have to come over here and do it myself. for now, I'm going to do it myself. In the near future, hopefully I'll have enough ender pearls that I can just tell it, you know what, fill that thing up, and we'll just leave that thing full for whenever we need it. Alright, so now I've got a bucket of resonant ender, and what I need is Enderium blend. This stuff. And for that, I need a shiny metal, 2 and 3 tin. I don't think I have any dust. I do, but not any of the dusts that I need. So 1 shiny metal and 3 tin. I'm going to get this pulverized and I'll be back. Alright, now we come over here and we clear that and we say a bucket of resonant ender and a shiny metal and 3 tin gets us 4 Enderium blend. So let's encode that. Stick that in there. And now we've got Enderium ingots. So that comes from 2 Enderium blend plus a pyrotheum dust. So pyrotheum dust, we have to teach it, which we can do like this. Pyrotheum, clear, pyro. There it is. Code to get us pyrotheum dust and Enderium ingot is that pyrotheum plus 2 there. Do I have any? I do. So 1 pyrotheum. Oh, I'm going to need that to go in there, and then this can go in there. And I'm going to need a Enderium blend. So craft me some of that. Oh, here's this and that. Okay. So now if I come over here, clear, and I tell it 1 of these plus 2 of those. Oh, actually I'm going to need to actually make one. So let's see. There's 1 and 2. Okay, it's kicking on. Slowly but surely we're crafting this. Come on. And there we go. We get to our 2 Enderium. So we can come over here and we say a pyrotheum and 2. No, what the heck? There we go. 2 gets us 2 of those. Encode. Alright, and then we stick that onto this and say that's how you get. Why is this still lit up like it's doing something? Alright, so there's that. Now, tessaract frame needs 4 Enderium and the fused quartz. Let me go and get. Let me just pull this guy. And we will go ahead and sit him right there. And we're going to need. I wonder how you extract from him. He's probably going to need an ME interface in and an import bus begin. Come on. Oh, interface. Are we waiting on something? We don't have basic processors. Basic processors. Craft me, I don't know, 6 of those. Now what? Right. Right. Oh, do we not have a crafting knife, I wonder? No. There's one of those right there. Do we have silicon? We have silicon. Is there gold? There's gold. What is the holdup? Is there mimicite? Yep. Alright, maybe I'll just do this myself then. Gold. Redstone. Silicon. And crafting. Nope. Quartz. Cutting knife. There. Is that going to help out? Yeah, it is going to help out. There we go. Apparently it needed a little help. I don't know, sometimes it gets a little derpy. Alright, so I'm assuming that this one's going to have the input on the top. And I'm hoping that it can pull from the back. That's what I'm hoping. We can find out fairly quickly. First, we're going to have to tell it clear. I'm going to tell it 1 nether quartz in. Nope, I'm going to tell it 4 nether quartz in, 1 piece of glass comes out. There. Then we're going to need 4 pieces. Or I can try it. Fused quartz. If I just pull this out, craft me one of those. Is it going to do it? It does seem to. So it put 4 in, and now it's cooking them up. But is it going to pull out the back? Let's find out. I'll be back when it's done. Alright, it's done. There it is. And it got pulled out. So we're good to go. Alright. Now, clear. Tessaract. So we know how to make this. We know how to make that. Let's put that in here. Get rid of that. Replace it with that. So it knows how to make these, and it knows how to make Enderium ingots. So now we can make a tesseract frame. Okay, and then the next is to fill it with 1,000 millibuckets of that. So we're going to have, once again, I think we're going to do ender pearls. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's see. Let's melt down 4 of these. Let's go ahead and put this stuff back in there. And tell it to make me one of those. And let's see what happens. It's crafting 2 of those, so we should have over here. Yep, it's making that. Okay, there's our 1,000. Just waiting. Oh, there it went. Shoot. Alright, so we've got our tesseract frames. So now, we're going to need... So we're going to fill it. Why are you not filling? Oh, there it goes. It's just really slow. So I'll be back when that's done. Alright, so we've got our full tesseract frame and another tesseract frame that's empty. So we will do an empty. It gives us a full. And then we will come over here and insert that there. So now it knows how to make a full one. And then we'll put that back. And then I think, yeah, we're running a little low on the ender pearls again. I need 4 more to make that one. Oh wait, actually I have the 4. Oh jeez, I have the 4 right there. I don't know why that bucket's in there. But that would definitely gum things up. Okay, so I'll put 4 in there. And then I will request a full tessaract frame. And what I should see is it should insert that one there. And then as these melt, it will fill that one up. Then I just need to know how to make a tessaract for real, and that is bronze, silver, bronze. So, bronze. Let's make... Surely there's a dust somewhere for bronze, right? Bronze dust. Looks like there's just the one, and that is copper, 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 tin. So 3 copper to a tin. A tin. Let's use this guy for that. And then come back over here and say 1, 2, 3 copper plus 1 tin is going to get us 4 bronze. So we come to our handy encoder and say 3 copper, 1 tin, 4 bronze. Encode. And then we come right back over here and click into that and say there we go. And then we can come over here, clear that. Oh, I am going to need... Oops, that's right, it pulls it in. Tesseract frame. So then I'm going to need to actually do this. Bronze. Where's the... Why did it not show up? And that's hooked up. Right? Yeah, it should be making a connection. Why is bronze not showing up? I'm concerned. Well, of course that has to be able to hook up because this ran and did its thing. Tinker's alloy ingot. So that's why, because it's not bronze, it's Tinker's alloy ingot. So let's craft, see what happens if we craft some of that. And then we should be able to go ahead and grab eight silver, and we'll do 4 silver with 4 bronze and a frame. There we go. That's going to get us a tesseract. So we will do that. And then grab this and grab that. Come over here. And we will say, if I put that there, 4 of those, and 4 of these, and then screw that up again. For some reason, I think that silver should be on the corners. If I do that, I get a full tesseract, encode, and send it in, and I should be able to put all of this in there, along with my frame, and I should be able to get a tessaract. There we go. So I now have two tesseracts. I don't know why they won't stack on top. I guess tesseracts don't stack. So I have two tesseracts, so that means that I can totally do my Enderium. So what we're going to need is what? We're going to need a trash can. We're going to need a fuzzy export bus. We're going to need some netherrack. And I'm going to need a, let's see, at applied. What is this? A level emitter. Begin. Alright. And I might go ahead and need some cable. So what we're going to do is figure out where we want this to sit. Let's have it be over here on the wall somewhere. Maybe up there. And then we're going to have an export bus. Active with signal or without, I don't know. We'll say active with signal. So right now there's no signal. So we're going to have that guy there. There, and then we're going to say so emit a signal when the levels are above we'll have 8 stacks in there. Oh, except it actually needs to be it's actually gotta be here. Yeah, there's just nowhere else for that to be. So if there's 4 stacks, it'll emit a signal, and if there's a signal, then the export bus will turn on. So as I run the quarry and it sucks up netherrack, if there's more than 4 stacks, which... Oh, there's 2 different... Well, that's the one we should be measuring. So let's get rid of that, and we want the Minecraft netherrack, not the neither-or netherrack. So if there's more than 512, then it should turn itself on. And there is more, so it should be turning itself on. Emit when levels are above or equal to limit. Well, they are. There's 856 of them. Ah, there it goes. So that's it dumping it out, and now you can see it stopped because there's less than 512. So that's what this thing does. So as soon as I have more than 4 stacks of netherrack in there, it'll just start dumping them into the trash can. which is exactly what we want, because we don't want this thing to fill up with all the netherrack that is going to be placed by our ender quarry. So we're also going to need an import bus, and we want a fuzzy import bus. And we're also going to need, let's see, what do we want? Fluids. I don't believe the ender quarry does anything with fluids, so I think this is all we're going to need. So what we're going to want is a tessaract sitting right here. And we're going to say this is channel 10, and it's going to be ender quarry. Set the frequency, save the frequency, configure. We want to send. We want to receive items. Fluid mode, we're going to block it, and energy we're going to send. So send items, or send energy, receive items. And that is a new texture for that. That looks pretty nifty, and there's a little thing that moves in the middle. That's kind of weird and creepy. Alright, and then we're going to do this until it's stack mode and just import whatever comes in from the tessaract. You're exporting that energy. Okay, that should be good. So theoretically, let's pick that back up. We're then going to need some fences. Let's see. Let's make some more fences here. Looks like we need to make some sticks. And then we go back to the fence. Okay, and then we just take our fences. Okay, so now we're going to go to the nether. So when I'm ready to set this up, I'll be back. Alright, so what you do with the ender quarry, as far as I've been able to determine, is you make a big square with fences. And then you put the ender quarry in a corner so that it connects to both fences. And it's analyzing the fence boundary. And it's established the boundary. Perfect. That's what we want to see, so it knows that it's got a fence. And now it just needs power and all that. Let me clear out a little bit of space here just so that in the future I can walk around. Alright, so we're going to put this down here, and then we're going to say that we want to send items and receive fluid is blocked. Send only. So send items, receive energy. And we want that set frequency. It's getting power. That's good. It has no GUI. But it is mining, apparently. It seems to be using power. I don't know. Hard to tell. I know that what it usually does is replace things with dirt. I'm assuming it works in the nether. I'm just hoping. I guess we'll find out. Wait a minute, what was that? Diamond. I guess while I'm at it, I might as well go ahead and just make things easier for the next time. And just go ahead and carve out a There we go. Just a bigger hole. Let's see if it's actually done anything. Nope. So again, I don't know if this is going to work in the Nether, but I'm hoping it will. So we'll let it run and give it some time. I believe it chunk loads itself and all that good stuff. I suppose if necessary, I will, I guess, pull that back and make a quarry plus instead. I don't really need ardite. Thought about getting the ardite, but so far I've yet to use any of the ardite that I've already got. Mostly because the hammers and the excavators don't really do anything on the server because there's so much block lag that it just doesn't update. So, you know, what are you going to do? It sort of defeats the purpose, but at least the redstone arsenal stuff works. So, alright, I'll let this run for a little while, and then we'll see what the results are. First I'm going to just refresh all these. There we go. First, let's come over here and do that, and then let's go ahead and look in here. It looks like we've got about 36 nether iron. That's a good measuring tool. 36 nether iron. So we'll see what happens after this runs for a little while. Alright, so our quarry has been running for a while, and we had some issues. It seems like it takes just a ridiculous amount of power. It completely drained my redstone energy cell. Just absolutely drained it. So, to top that off, I've increased our power just a little. So we now have, I believe there are 8 in each row, and we have 4 rows. So, yeah, I sort of quadrupled the amount of power I have. I needed a second aqueous accumulator to account for all of these, and so far, I think that it's sort of just hovering right at keeping up with it. 50, it might be just a little behind. So I may need to add, and it's decreasing these and it's not keeping those full. So I may have 1 or 2 dynamos more than it can really handle. So I probably need to go ahead and actually, while I'm thinking about it, I believe I can just lever off 2 of them. I think that works. Maybe not. I guess I could just say hi, and then it'll just stop. So let's turn like 4 of them off, just to see if that will sort of help it a little. Anyway, and if you were to look at my storage thing over here, you would see that there aren't really any appreciable gains, but I'm pretty sure the nether quarry is running. I was concerned, and I went and sort of, they didn't seem to be doing anything, which I now think is a lack of power. So I went and cleared out all of the netherrack that was touching the fence, in case that was screwing up its ability to sort of look around and figure out what it needed to do. And then I still didn't see any change, so I decided to go ahead and just rip the fence down and move the thing. And you know, I was under the impression, I guess, it just doesn't work in Nether. And then as I started to rip the fence down, I ran across a block of grass. So clearly it did. Now if we go this way, well, there's going to be a lot of incoming. Okay. But so far we do have grass. Now I don't know how far down this goes. Apparently it goes that far. And then it just stops. So I'm not sure exactly what is going on or why it's not doing its thing. I thought it was working, maybe it's really not. It says 11 blocks were scanned. I wonder if that's exactly the amount of dirt over here. So maybe this still doesn't work. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Where are the other... You can see that I just cleared all this out and didn't bother to pick up any of the tessaract, because why would I? So I don't see any other area. It does seem to be using RF. This is definitely on. Guess I could go check the other one. Anyway, that's pretty much going to do it for this episode, I think. So I've got that set up, but it seems like there might still be some issues. So between this episode and next episode, I think I'll try and figure out, are the issues with my setup, or are the issues with the Ender Quarry? So I don't know which one of the two it is, but I'll do some research, I'll do some reading, I will go ahead and check some things out in a creative world maybe, see if I can get it to work, and we'll see if we can't figure out what's going on. So yeah, I had fun. Hopefully you did too. So until next time, this is Grug Dog Plays Games.